All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to G3 versus Xyphles for the Jak 100% tournament, no cutscene skips, etc., etc. I think we're on like the third match now.
Sure.
That was kind of a question, but yeah, I think we're on the third match of this tournament. And I'm hoping that G3 is not playing with a mouse and keyboard.
I'm hoping he is, honestly.
Unfortunately.
All right, gamers. How do you feel about the race today? How does the weather look outside in Geyser?
Beautiful.
I can't tell him in the menu.
Oh, okay.
It looks like you're both on open goal, but you're both starting with different methods.
Yeah, if you start from the speedrun menu, it's minus 1.89 seconds, but if you start from the main menu, it's like minus 2.49. So
Yeah, it's a little tiny
Well,
difference.
I think Sarah knows how to sync it up, so hopefully we won't have to take that into account.
Worst case, Xyphles wins by like a second if there's a frame tie. Smile.
Yeah, let's just hope it doesn't come down to that. I mean, yeah, I think we can get started. Almost on time.
Let's go. Is that our cue to ready up?
If you guys are ready, then let's get
Yeah.
started.
Let's go. Let's go. Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah,
Good
good
luck
luck.
to both gamers. And they're off.
Yeah, and G3 does indeed get his little 1 second head start, which he wastes by missing 2 orbs.
Ooh. No, but yeah. To anyone who doesn't know what this game is, wait, G3 has goddamn. Okay, never mind. He had his mouse on the thing, whatever. But yeah, this is Geyser Rock. This is certainly a first level of the speed run. That's all I really have to say about it. You just collect the things and don't screw up.
Yeah, it's quite nice for a tutorial level, teach you all the like basic movements and stuff like that, and even for like the speedrun, it's quite nice to teach you movement as well if you're learning.
Yeah, there's a lot of you can see a lot of intricacies in this level, which is very emblematic of the rest of the game, really.
Just realised Xyphles is still in the room with us. I don't know if he wants to be.
I think he might be just muted on his own.
Okay.
Or no, maybe he wants to hear us, and then we can make him laugh, and then he loses time to that.
Oh, G3 almost rolled off the bridge.
Oh, he has 44. Oh, did he miss an orb?
G3 did, yeah. It's down right by the blue ether here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, you can see G3 with his signature 16x9 and 4x3.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing.
I swear one day I'm gonna kill him. I mean, what?
What?
No, okay, it's just an open goal. You have 4x3, like an actual 16x9, but he chooses to do the in-game 16x9, which is a fake 16x9. And I mean, the choice is his, but
it could definitely be worse. He could have stretched it across the 3 monitors like he posted earlier.
Yeah, he did show a picture of him stretching Jak over 3 monitors, and so it could be worse. Yeah, this is one of many cutscenes that we just talked through.
Yeah, it's the only reason we're doing all cutscenes. Well, I say all cutscenes. We'll talk about that. The only reason we're doing with cutscenes is because we've got a lot of people actually running on PS2. And I was surprised to find out that it's only like 12 minutes of cutscenes that it skips, something like that.
Yeah.
I say only, that's still an insane
Yeah, it's still a lot of
amount.
time, like...
For an hour and a half.
We're going into Yakos. This is the obvious, you know. You've seen this in like every mid early 2000s game. We just round a random selection of animals into a pen. You get your collectible. Seen an Ocarina of Time in other games. That's not Jak and Daxter.
I think Twilight Princess had a goat herding minigame as well.
Yeah, people. The runners are gonna be skipping this cell because later on, they're gonna be getting it, which is like a kind of like cool thing about Hundo in this game. It's because sometimes you're gonna have to be doing some sort of backtracking. You'll be like in a level like more than once, so you'll see runners just like skip over things because you'll get to it later. So might as well get it then because it's a little bit faster. A couple seconds for that one. They're going into the jungle, forbidden jungle. Collecting more orbs. The eggs.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll have anybody forget any.
I feel like that's foreshadow for some reason. You got the script on you?
Maybe. They're following the script so far.
Yes, we're going to be seeing them going into, well, these Xyphles into the temple. A little bit of a climb section here, getting over it, but a lot easier. And then Temple will have our first, I guess, boss fight. It's like very small, but it is a boss fight in this game.
Yo, thank you for the good luck with talking. Yeah, completely optional boss technically, but we're doing Hundo, so... then again, like it is in pretty much every other category, just because the amount of time saved in Fire Canyon from getting this blue eco vents here, and the cells and all, it just makes it worth it.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, G3 gonna be taking a death there. Jungle platforms can be a little tricky to work around. Sometimes you might need to do some wacky movement.
I don't know if G3's just having trouble with his camera, but it looks like his camera's being all weird. Oh, Xyphles got the worst luck with the plant boss. So it's possible to skip that little biting animation that the plant boss did. But unfortunately, I don't even know what happened, but...
Yeah, isn't it like on like a cycle or something? I don't exactly know how it works. To me, it's just like, if I'm fast enough, sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't.
Oh, G3.
Going on the head of the plant for quick 5 orbs. I feel like that's like the casual orb killer, like no casual things to just jump on the head like 5 times.
Yeah, they are the worst orbs. Like if you're ever missing 5 orbs, they're probably there. But I think the worst 2 orbs are the ones like just on the top of this cliff on the left next to Xyphles now, just because of how much they ruin routing, just because they're so out of the way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, now we're just gonna be doing the rest of jungle. There's a bit of cleanup. Like I said before, is we like route around having to go through the level multiple times because you have to go into temple, but then you also have to go out of temple. So you might as well do a lot of this stuff now instead of beforehand. So coming up is one of the biggest differences between open goal and PS2 is a cutscene skip that you could actually do for fishermen. So in fact, this tournament isn't just no cutscene skips because you can skip a cutscene. But I don't hold any grudge against you, sorry. But anyway, yeah. So usually what you would do, well, you won't see it on here because both runners are on open goal. But you would normally this next a lamp mirror thing that Xyphles is on, you pause by the end of it, and if you do it right, you'll get the fisherman cutscene skip to play. And then so you can get some of the orbs that Xyphles and G3 got beforehand now, and then you can save like a bit of time. I think like 8 or 10 seconds, I think.
It's definitely enough that it's worth going for.
Yeah, but for some reason you can't do it on open goal. I'm not sure why. Also, there's a RNG minute for fish. I don't exactly know how that works on PS2, but it doesn't work on open goal because on open goal the RNG system is a little bit different. So
yeah, on purpose, like they fixed it in like air quotes, and I think I don't know how the mirror cutscenes work, but I'm pretty sure it's because of the better hardware of computers compared to the consoles. It's like something to do with the lag.
Yeah.
Them monsters patrolling the ocean.
There's some things about this game that you can tell, like nowadays, like if you look back on it, like from like the PS2 days, are a bit out of date or something. Like there's the bridges in this game, which on PS2 are really wacky, but actually one of the people behind Open Goal Water fixed the issues and made it like an actual modern day video game bridge system. It's like cool, like what Open Goal, like, you know, like those like small quality of life changes like that, you know, that Open Goal has like done, you know.
Then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in
Yeah,
this river.
fish, as some people might say, the great equalizer of Jak and Daxter.
It's entirely RNG. Obviously, you want as many yellows as possible, and yeah, there's nothing else to say. It's just like one of the two mini games that we have, and I don't know why people always thought it was hard compared to Rats.
Are people who find this harder than Rat?
Like, some people say that, but I'm pretty sure they just have purged Rats from their memory and just don't remember it.
Those are definitely like the no LTS runnings.
Steady, boy.
He was like, he went for it twice. So his weird movement just there was trying to get a rocket up the cliff, just to save a couple of seconds, but didn't quite get it.
Yeah, there's some surfaces and walls in this game you can like uppercut into it, and then the game gets. No, I'm not saying. And then you go high. It's like a rocket ship, you know. You fly into the air.
Bedrock of our landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village
Yeah,
dock.
it's some like small piece of tech that is pretty useful if in like very situational cases, like the old lava tube skip method to get up there used a hard rocket. I didn't mean to. The rocket's still used today, but there's a different rocket that's better. But yeah.
So much easier now. The
Yeah.
new methods. Alright, Xyphles just starting Misty. So two very quick things as well as the Muse right up here, which is going to be caught very quickly, hopefully. Yep, good. I didn't want to jinx it. And then also in the little zoomer section coming up, there's cycles that he needs to get on the right timing. It's all just quick movement to get there, and then hopefully everything will be in the right place.
These balloon guys, these zeppelins.
Yeah, you can see they're kind of overlapping with each other. That's good.
Dude, G3, get this Muse. Yeah, G3, you go.
Nice.
You collect all these zeppelins, you get another cell, and then right after that, we're just gonna, they just load the game so they spawn out of the zoomer quicker than usual, and then they just go from there. So here's where the real level begins. We're not on the zoomer, we don't need that. It's more the same, but with some cool movement along the way.
Yeah, I do like Misty. It does have some really good movement tech for it.
We're gonna see Xyphles hop on the cannon. The cannon, it's really only used like twice in the run. Because it's like only in 2 places in the run, but yeah, it's just we use it to get, like, smash open the crates with orbs in them.
Yeah, for some reason the cannon here in Misty doesn't actually ever aim near the boxes. It very much only aims into like a very, very tiny spot in the middle.
Yeah, and here Xyphles is just gonna be, this is like a nice little thing, like, you may have remembered in your casual playthrough of the game having to do this arena, but you can just not go over the trigger and then just skip the whole thing.
Yeah, despite getting the cell, the ambush is still active.
Yeah. Here's a little tricky roll jump over here. Not too bad, but... I mean, despite G3 messing up a little bit in the jungle, he's still like on Xyphles' tail. Kong barrel section.
I hate this section so much.
This section you could do some damage boosts. Like you want to like keep your health like all the way to here, so you can do 2 damage boosts because you have 3 health normally. And depending on if you get it hit, you can just lose time from, or just be safe. And it's certainly a section of the game.
It is definitely a section of the game.
The 150 Misty Orbs. Now here's a boosted uppercut is performed. Oh, not doing that. I mean, he got the boosted, but...
Oh, G3, what are you doing?
You went the vent too quickly. Yeah, so a boosted uppercut is actually is a very important piece of tech in Jak, in the whole trilogy really. It's more important in this game because there's not really a whole lot of other alternatives, but you kind of like slowly walk off the edge, and then you use the traction you get from like falling off the edge and do an uppercut, and you'll conserve that speed. Nice for horizontal distances. Dang, did you just roll jump over those? Honestly, I never see people roll jump past those and not get hit.
I think he did get hit, and he was just roll jumping through them.
Oh, okay.
But G3 doesn't strike me as somebody who tries to roll jump over them.
Now here, we're gonna see Xyphles talking to the mayor, the guy who wants to commit tax fraud. Right now, we're collecting the cell we would get. Ooh, G3 getting knocked off the edge there. Yeah, there's the cell we would get for clearing the miner's cell in jungle.
A sizable one, I hope.
And now also 90 orbs. A lot of the, most of the NPCs in this game, you can trade 90 orbs for a cell. Mayor's no different.
Yeah, and then we've got the oracles who just absolutely shambles when it comes to the pricing.
Oh, and G3 messing up the boosters as well.
He did exactly the same thing. He just accidentally hit that corner.
Yeah, this boosted is a little tricky because like there are spots where like it would work normally, but like there are like ledges that like sometimes you can grab, sometimes you won't. Like there's a couple of like small things to note on that one, so it can be a bit tricky.
Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90
So Xyphles' controller is disconnected, so hopefully he can reconnect it quick enough to... Okay, good.
Yeah, I was wondering why he was standing there for a second, but hopefully it won't come up again. What console? They're both on OpenGoal, so PC. Now going into Sentinel Breach. I think this is like the actual first level that the game assumes you would go to, but this is the last full level we do in well, really every category.
Except for no FCS.
Sure, yeah. Most categories.
Yeah, you got to follow the lamps. That's why it's the first level.
Yeah, so follow the lamps we will do 20 minutes after Samus originally told us to.
Take a quick detour this way as well. and the second and final time we will ever use the cannon.
Having a bit of trouble there because these orb crates are really far spread out and they really don't like to get hit. As crazy as that sounds.
Yes, I feel still having a little trouble with the pillar. There we go.
Yeah, so also we do is hit the pelican with the cannon so that we don't have to do the whole pelican chase thing for the cutscene. I mean for the power cell. It's a nice small like thing in this game. Like you just kill the pelican instead of just playing the game.
I'm so glad they added it. Yeah, just blow up the pelican.
Waterfall orbs. I think HS Blue on the all 2000 orb tier list put those in like F tier or something. Which yes,
Yeah.
someone in the community has ranked every single orb in this game.
They deserve it as well.
We're gonna be disrupting the birds. This is a very non-bird friendly level. We kill a pelican and we disrupt the birds enough to make a giant rock fall down on a mountain.
Yeah, as seagulls famously do, cause avalanches.
I mean, these birds deserve it. They're kind of annoying, especially in other categories. They're kind of like random. So sometimes they could be there, and sometimes they'll take a bit to be there.
Oh,
And there's nothing you could do about it. In Hundo, it's easier though because you have two chances really to get them because you got to go up the stairs to get the orbs anyway. But yeah.
and they genuinely work differently on 50 hertz compared to 60 hertz.
Oh, they do.
If you're playing PAL, which is super annoying.
They're
I say
like
super
one of
annoying for me anyway because I can't use 60 hertz.
And there's like a couple of PAL changes. Like there's also like that really small one of when you collect the cell on the zoomer with blue eco, it doesn't run out. That's a thing, right?
Yes, yeah, as long as you've got full eco.
If you want to get Fire Canyon world record, then gotta be on PAL. This is Xyphles getting the power cell you would get for annoying the birds. Now it's going to be climbing up the tower. I mean, not the tower, what would you call it?
Cliffside? Cliff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, another bird-related cell we're just going to crack open flat.
Pushing off the cliff and see, you know, that huge pile of hay that's on the floor. Try us there, trust us.
I mean, the bird lady is the expert here, and they're not saying anything, so must be fine.
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah, I'm not your mom. You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight.
Yeah, now watching another cutscene
I'll take
while
this little kid back to the village.
while G3,
Safe
you
to
know,
take care of her.
that's what we've been seeing here. And they got the final couple of orbs and power cells here.
Good. I wasn't sure. I thought I saw Xyphles miss an orb in the water, but he didn't. That's good.
Yeah, it's good. Missing like orbs, especially in like water, is like the worst. That's Sentinel done. Now we're gonna be getting the cell for getting the Muse.
Oh, the Muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
Yeah, there's only a couple of times where you can actually complete the goal ahead of talking to the NPC that will give you the cell and skip a cutscene. And luckily the Muse is one of them.
Yeah. Thank God you have that for the warrior.
Yeah, well, never used to.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell.
Now we're talking to the farmer for the Jak cell.
Yeah,
We
that
did
we,
a while ago.
yeah, literally 25 minutes ago did that.
We're talking to the actual person who commits tax fraud.
Of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain. For your gift, another power cell.
We're going to be trading 120 orbs for each of his eyeball power cells, which 240 orbs, not cells. That would be a little
You
crazy.
have proven yourself worthy. Here is a power cell.
Yo, G3 actually kept Eco all the way then. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. And this is one last cell for Xyphles in Sandover. Now we'll be going to Fire Canyon. Not before we collect the final orbs over here.
Yo, he missed it on board.
What is he doing? That's so slow.
Yeah, why would he do that? He purposefully missed them.
I wonder why he would purposely miss cells. I mean orbs.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now be
I like the
careful.
idea we just like
The
don't
shield will
explain that
only
at all.
protect your zoom until it reaches 500
I
degrees.
was gonna wait
So
until
try
G3 does it.
Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees and it's over.
Over? Like burning molten metal over?
The fire canyon gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling balloons.
Yeah,
to
they're
drop the shield
they're
down.
actually doing a really difficult technique called Fire Canyon Skip, where they skip doing Fire Canyon Skip.
Then we'll be able to teleport over
It takes a
and meet
lot.
you.
I mean, you could do Fire Canyon skip in Hundo. It's just that I think. But
Yeah,
I don't see a need to. I mean, I won't judge anyone who does that, but
you'd have a really tough time getting the locked boxes.
I mean, you could just go back after.
Oh yeah. I think it's possible to get the scout fire. I don't know. No, you'd land on them, wouldn't you?
Unless you have Blue Eco, but you'd probably also get on the Blue Eco vent.
Yeah, I was gonna say in order to get Blue Eco, you'd land on the Blue Eco thing.
Yeah, here's Fire Canyon. One of the few levels that's like the same, and like something like no LTS. It's like the exact same. Collect all the orbs, all the flies, all the cells. Now that'll round out. Hub 1 for Xyphles. On to Hub 2.
So make sure to get this Scuffle at the back first, because in order to skip this cutscene. Oh no. So,
I see RNG.
yeah. So there's a lot of things just happen at the same time. So G3 went forwards to get the fire cannon text to pop up, which would normally be quicker, because you can't have that and the 50 out of 50 in Sandover Village at the same time, and you can't talk to Kira until they both go away. So it's quicker to trigger the text as fast as possible, go back and pick up the orbs you missed, and then carry on, so that you only waste like a second or two. So you save a second or two. And then Xyphles did a load of stuff with Blue Sage that definitely won't be important later.
Yeah, he did another cutscene skip. Yeah, basically how you do it is just you can either pause buffer, which is holding pressing L2 or R2, the HUD button, and start on the same frame. That'll make the HUD pop up, but in a weird sort of way. And it kind of the game is kind of like in a pause state, but you're still moving. So for around like 3 seconds or something, you can you're just completely actionable, like, but without being in the pause menu when the game kind of thinks you are. So you can do a lot of weird stuff, like activate the button for Blue Sage and then save load, and then do another pause buffer to kind of get out of the range of the Blue Sage cutscene. And that's how you can skip it.
Yeah, we'll see G3 doing it a lot later on.
Yeah, G3 is really good at pause buffers.
Yeah, he's the professional. Yeah, it puts the pause state. It basically means that anything that triggers just doesn't trigger, so you can walk through things like orbs and power cells.
Yeah.
No, not orbs. You can walk through power cells anyway, and you won't be able to pick them up. But and got the famous lightning moles.
Yeah, the world famous that everyone enjoys doing. Okay, this is a pretty good start. Oh, never mind. I cursed that a little bit. Yeah, so the moles are kind of a mixed bag. When they work, but good luck getting them to work, because they'll never work. Yeah, you can like kind of guide them, but like there's a lot of like small nuances to them. And even after that, they can say frick you and also not cooperate. It's a lot of skill and also some luck there also.
I was really hoping they went into the hole there.
Yeah, so ideally you'd get what Xyphles got originally with the two moles going in right away, and then that third mole that kind of went past the hole there would usually go in. You kind of like get it in a way so that it goes in, and then you just get the last one, like after you get the first flying lurker here.
Yeah. That honestly wasn't bad. They did kind of troll the normal amount.
Yeah. This is another like level where like there's a lot of like backtracking within the level. So like even if like you might see like someone skip like an orb like accidentally, there's like probably a chance to come back for it. So
yeah, especially in rings, which take you around the entire level twice.
Dead Man's Door. This is the only time trial of the game.
Oh no!
Ooh. So ideally, you'd want to keep the blue eco here, because if you have 6 blue eco, you go really fast, and then you go do purple rings with blue eco, and it's a lot, and it's like, I don't know the exact time, but it's definitely a lot faster with it. Now, Xyphles only has 1 blue eco, which is still good. It's still fine, but you know, basically the more the merrier when it comes to that, until you get to 6, because you can't go higher than 6 blue eco.
G3? You got the double-double?
Yeah.
What?
Ruthie just wants his big comeback.
Yeah. I think this purple lurk has flown too far, so he might get a speed boost here. Oh no, never mind.
That's the first part of, kind of like a lot of the garbage of Basin out of the way for Xyphles.
And then, well, except for plants, yeah. So
Yeah, true. Plants is...
after this, maybe.
Yeah, Plants is, it's a cell. It's, very finicky.
I missed 2 on the outside.
Ideally, you can get all these plants in 1 cycle, in 1 green eco cycle. That's a little tough, so let's see if I can get hopefully a 2 cycle here. These plants could also regenerate and be really annoying when they regenerate. Like, I don't think it's like fully random, but it feels random. See, G3 with 5 eco. I think he missed 1 eco. But you can see the difference of speed with both of them, having 5 blue eco and having 1. Definitely go a lot faster. It doesn't make it a lot harder to control, but still like a lot faster.
And they'll both know the route pretty well, so they can kind of expect where the next ring's going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, in order to keep the blue eco, you can brake. As long as you keep holding down X and press square, you do slow down. So it's good for tight movement.
And Xyphles is going to be getting his last lurker. Kind of a funny thing with that last lurker. There's like some pathing issues that can happen, and kind of like get it so that you can like go on the pillar. Ooh, G3 got that fly there. I don't know if that was intentional. You'll see why that's like kind of weird, a weird situation in a second. But yeah, so the pathing on that lurker can just be a little weird, and just you can get it so that he kind of like goes at you, and then you go at it, and it doesn't like fly away from you. Kind of funny. What's Xyphles doing here?
Wait,
Oh, he missed the orb there.
Oh, he missed the box.
And missed the one.
200 out of 200, but it's still not over.
Yeah, still got blue rings. It's just purple rings, but a little tougher.
Yo, did G3 get the most scuffed 1 cycle plants I've ever seen?
I mean, that... 1 cycle is 1 cycle.
Yep. Those... Sorry.
Oh, you can go.
Those orbs that G3 just picked up in the air are, again, some of the worst orbs for routing, just because you can't get them while doing anything else. Then, well, we said how we just go past a lot of places all at the same time. Those orbs you literally have to drive past, turn around, jump up and get them, and then turn around again. And G3 done a same thing.
There is a route that I think HS Blue has with blue rings where you get those orbs there in the air, but that's a lot harder, and Yeah, it's just a lot harder.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for that.
There's a lot of,
suppose you-
like, small things here.
Yeah, I suppose as long as you don't miss the ring and like miss an orb, you can just get it at the end, like after, and it wouldn't waste too much time. It may be worth going for actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's something you practice, but you got to do the first half of blue rings every single time.
Yeah. And now we're coming up to the end of Basin. We're going to be seeing a small little thing with flies and zoomers. So we're going to see Xyphles hopefully get this. If you have the HUD up, you can pause at the same time you get the cell. You get the last fly. And you could pause when you get the cell, but before the animation starts to play. So you can skip the cell animation there.
Yeah, you'll see that a couple more times through the game with different cells, but the zoomer scout flies are the easiest ones.
For it has twisted the fate of one of you. Bring
We're
me
going to see
120
Oracle again.
for each power cell I contain. Here is another power cell for your quest. For your sacrifice, I offer you a power cell.
He's going to be doing some more
Thank you
talking.
for saving those moles. That's awfully good of you. Here's a power cell to help you out. Now I can get back to my research.
Now Xyphles is going to be heading to LPC, Lost Precursor City.
Again, an absolutely amazing level. Like, a lot of fun tech to watch.
Yeah, it's like it's honestly like, I mean, to play sometimes it can be a little tough, but like to watch, like when it goes well, it's really satisfying.
Yeah. Now you may have just seen that he's holding his camera a bit weird while going across those pontoons. The cutscene bubble that we talked about earlier for the Blue Sage is still active. So if and it's a camera trigger, weirdly, because the camera is like its own entity, and if the camera goes into this little bubble that around the Blue Sage's hut, it just starts the cutscene again. That was a really scuffed explanation, but it kind of works.
Yeah, a lot of triggers in this game, and in like the whole trilogy, are camera triggers. Not all of them, but a lot of them are.
Yeah, even some checkpoints are camera triggers rather than jack triggers. And there is no way of knowing which one's which unless you test it.
Here's two flies. They're in the containers, but you actually, even if you clip in them somehow, they're not active. They don't have a hitbox until you activate them through the buttons. So there's no way to actually skip any of those flies in the cell in there.
Yeah, same goes for the cell as well. I was wondering if G3 was going to miss that scout fly. I saw him go past it earlier. Ooh, his camera is very close. G3 playing with fire.
Here's, like, you saw Xyphles like just wait there, and it's not because his controller disconnected again. It is because there's like a sort of manip you can do with the spinner enemies there to hit 2 crates in the next room. Like just hit them. I don't know if they're actually if it's like it works like that on open goal, and that's another difference. Just I think it works a little bit differently. I'm not sure exactly why, but there's a difference there. It'll work almost every time on PS2, but for some reason open goal doesn't work.
And the wall here is just super low, so you can just jump straight over it.
Yep, that's how you can tell it's like an early 2000s game. They just make walls like half solid, like a certain way up. It's just not solid.
And a little bit of a unlisted strat that you won't see written down anywhere. Holding forwards on these slides makes them quicker. There has been people who have been like, "What, really?" Yeah, I don't know how often it's mentioned in any guides, but yeah, hold forward, you go quicker down the slides.
Yeah, same with if you mash X while if you dive and then go back up from water, if you mash X, you'll go a little faster.
Yeah, that's really useful in Spider Cave.
Yeah, there's like a couple of small things like that, which are just like, like unless you like know, if you know, you know.
I think it was only in the No LTS tournament about 2-3 years ago that I found that out. I was just like, "Are you joking?"
And you've been running this game for a while, haven't you?
Yep, I'm aware. There's Xyphles just did another one of those R2 cutscene skips. So by buffering into the cell again, you can just load straight out and skip the cell.
Yeah.
And would have been able to skip this rising eco. I mean, it doesn't matter, but
yeah, it's just like a small thing. If you boosted past it, you could just skip it. But it's not that big of a deal if you miss it.
Yeah, you go quick enough that it's never an issue.
Yeah.
Oh, nice G3.
Yeah,
you got
exactly.
platformed.
Right here, Xyphles will probably be going for a trick called button clip. This trick is actually really sick. You're boosted to get to pass through that ocean, that little lake thing, body of water. Now he's gonna be going to this button, ground pounding it, and then waiting it for it to pop back up, and then through that get more height from the button, so you can clip out of bounds into the cell you usually get. For being, I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at G3.
He had two going towards him, and they bumped into each other and went completely different directions.
Yeah, but yes, with Xyphles, so Xyphles just kind of got the cell you usually get, like at the end of LPC when you get all the soccer balls and like go all the way up to Rock Village again. It's just stored in the level there, like. It's really like interesting, and it also, since like the coordinates of each cell like are like fixed, you just go to where you normally be when you get the cell. So you're just really high up in what's supposed to be Rock Village, but since it's not loaded in, you could fall all the way back down back into LPC, but there's no really uses out of that we know of right now. And that route is actually the reason why we skipped, like at the beginning, if you had a keen eye, you might have seen how we skipped a lot of orbs in the first room. That's why, because we could just come back, and that route over doing it the normal way saves a little bit of time. Not exactly sure how much, but it does save some time, which is nice. Now here's fish skip. This can actually be really scary. Because with this route, if you mess up, you go all the way back to the beginning of Rock Village, which loses a lot of time.
Yeah, and if you're still learning it, you'll forget about the blue stage still being there, and just walk straight into it.
Yeah. Wait, here's Boggy. This is Boggy, the best level of the run, definitely.
It is definitely a level of the game. So I stole your joke.
No, it's just about collecting, breaking down these 4 things that hold the big balloon in the sky, and every time you hit them, there are 4 in the whole level, and each time you hit one of them, you get a cell. So small like gimmick for this level.
Yeah, they're trying to raise something from the tar. And we obviously don't want them to do that, otherwise they'll build a giant robot out of it.
Yeah, but we'll get rid of it, and surely there'll be no giant robot by the end of the game.
Yeah, we stopped it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All the way back here in Boggy.
Ooh, Xyphles taking a death. There's like a roll jump you can do, like saves like a second. But if done like that, you can die. I mean, if you have 1 health, you'll die. Yeah. G3 coming up on the end of LPC here, collecting the fly and the rest of the orbs. There was the yellow eco being a little bit of a troll to Xyphles there. It went to target the frog instead of the oh, and he's doing a little backup there. You could just hit the cell from the bottom. A little, I guess, unlisted strat, but like I feel like everyone knows about that. Unless you don't, in that case, there you go.
Yeah, there's surprisingly quite a few that you can do like that. There's one in Misty as well that you can do the same thing to. Oh, G3's going for the original fish skip. That's risky.
Oh, well, he got it.
Wow, yeah. So sometimes that fish can swim on the left of the pontoon where it will just eat you straight away. So they came up with a way to skip that. And then they came up with the way to skip that, which is the one that Xyphles did, which was fish skip skip. Or fish skip skip skip. I can't remember. There's so many different ways of doing that.
And here's ambush. In an old no LTS route, this was in the route. Now it's not, but fun fact, when I started running this game, back when the route that used this was like long gone, I still for some reason did that route.
Yeah, we don't talk about old no LTS because I'm pretty sure they also used to do moles in old no LTS.
I think that was like old. Because I've never done moles.
Oh, I'm talking like 2013.
Yeah, Roser has been running this game for a little bit. His last PB before like his tournament started was like from 9 years ago. Was it 9
Yeah.
years?
Yeah, 2014 it would have been.
You know, I got flat flat. This is the first instance of flat flat. Well, actually using flat flat. It's not too big of a deal here. We just do this obstacle course like normal, pretty much. But later on in Snowy, you'll see like the full the true power of flat flat. That's in snow. You still have like 30 minutes.
Now for everyone's favourite minigame.
Howdy, friends. Enjoying my beautiful swamp?
This is we're going to rats now.
Everything that doesn't sink into the mud, that is.
I would say that no one has failed rats up until this point, but I failed rats last night, so I hope I'm the I honestly hope I'm the only one to do that in the tournament, 'cause that'd be really funny. That'd be a really funny statistic to brag about.
I think I might have failed rats.
Oh, you did?
I remember. Well, I can't remember if it was in practice though or not yesterday.
I feel like I remember last night before my race, someone saying that like no one failed rats.
Okay, then it must have been practice.
Those ornery swamp rats keep stealing them. You could take those pesky critters away.
Yeah, the race yesterday was definitely fun.
Will you help me out? Good. Those rats will be back any time. Shoot all them rats. And keep them from eating at least one of them snacks. Over there! Get him! Over there!
So the object of this game is just shoot the rat. That's it. There are like some small optimizations found by I think Agent Blue, but I don't really know too much about it. I remember Aswell talking to me about it like last night, but I don't know. I just shoot the rats and hope I don't die.
Yeah, me too. You see, he just flips massively far to the right, just because you never know. You never know if there's just one sneaking up the side.
Yeah, like every now and then I'll just quickly look on the left, far left and far right, just to make sure, because there can always be a rat just like ready to jump steering.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
You sure know how to shoot. Thanks a heap for the help.
Whoa, G3 just jumped straight over the top of the pole. At least that's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, seeing G3 do rats. Let's see how it goes for him. Hopefully well. All things considered though, like even though like Xyphles has been like leading the race basically the whole time, it's like G3 has not been too far behind.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent the past couple of levels. I think it was just Jungle that messed him up, and he's been right on the Xyphles' tails since then.
Yeah, basically. And we still have the rest of Hub 2 and Hub 3, which has has also some annoying time losses for sure. Backing up. That's 200 for Boggy. Here's a boulder skip. You just skip a cutscene that you normally have to talk to Kira and she'll raise the boulder, but you could just extended uppercut to skip it. And Xyphles will die there, just for better RNG, obviously.
Yep.
There are actually a lot of ways to skip having to actually play this boss fight, like you're seeing Xyphles right now, just be on the edge of the platform, and it just doesn't, the hitbox doesn't go that too far enough to hit you. There's another way that Xyphles will hopefully be doing too.
Yeah, you notice he very carefully picked up one yellow eco, so he can get 2 right there.
Yep. Do a quad jump, which is a double jump, and then you get a little bit of a height boost when you shoot yellow eco in midair. So he did that, and then also a spin to get you even more height.
Yeah.
Okay,
G3 had like an absolutely amazing rats. That last phase, they didn't even get close.
Maybe
He said in chat.
Pass this rat up.
Yeah,
this is community gold. For sure.
So the strat that Xyphles is doing, where he's just standing on the top of this ledge, Ricky actually found it because he was just like, I really don't want to jump between these things and have to fight a claw. There's got to be a way that we can just skip this, right? And looked around for it and found that.
Yeah, I feel like Ricky would be the type to like find someone like that. Yeah, Xyphles is getting both done because this is the last phase. We don't need to stall out anymore.
Yeah, just pick up that cell. What? Xyphles?
What are you doing? Oh no!
Oh no! Never gets boring.
It'll just be going back to get the rest of Rock Village cells from Warrior to from Mayor. I mean Gambler, and another, and then the rest of the orbs.
Yeah.
That the Warrior allows you, like, puts the pontoons in place to get.
Yeah, so the reason, I don't know if we explained it earlier, the reason we did claw before doing any of this clear up is because the Gladiator's first cutscene is over 2 minutes long. And by doing claw, the game kind of says, oh, you've been past these pontoons already. Fine, and just skips the first one to give you straight to the second cutscene, which is very useful.
Yeah. In 100% all cutscene skips on open goal, the route is actually a little bit different because of that. Since you could skip all the cutscenes, you could just collect Warrior before going to Claw. Nice little like route thing for cutscene skips, but you obviously won't see it here because that involves turning the cutscene skips option on open goal, which you can't do in this category.
I think there are some people as well that will even speak to Kira here just to get the boulder out of the way, so they don't have to do boulder skip. Good. But Xyphles got it, nice. The boulder skip, they've made it look really, really easy, but genuinely, like, you'll still see top runners fail it every now and again. It's a trick.
Yeah, there's like a lot of things that can happen, a lot of things you need to know. Like the camera can be really annoying. Yeah. You gotta know like how to extend it uppercut to that part, which I mean isn't too hard, but you gotta know like where you can stand. It's all very complicated. Yeah. Not bad for these runners because they're pretty good at the game.
gonna see any tree hops or cave hops? Do you reckon?
I'm not sure. I feel like Xyphles wouldn't go for it just because like cave hops is a little tough. But hey, if I'm wrong and he just whips out a cave skip, I'll be happy. Yeah, cave hops is a nice little skip. I say little, it's like 30 seconds. You can, over here, you would do it, where you would turn around, Xyphles would turn around over here normally, well, anyone who's doing it, and use a stalagmite to hop to get to a cell earlier than intended, and skips having to go back. Like, you're gonna see Xyphles go all the way back for this cell, but you can skip that.
Yeah, he's gonna do it pretty much straight away now.
So this is the backwards cell. To be fair though, this route for this is also skipping, having to, you normally, the casual way is you get a yellow eco switch. You've seen a blue eco switch in Forbidden Jungle, but there's one in Snowy Mountain for yellow eco, and there's a yellow eco vent that pops up after you do that here, and you normally have to hit a wall with it, and that's how you do it. But you can do that, what Xyphles is going to show up right now, nice second try. Kind of like jump and spin up the wall at a certain angle, and then you kind of like go up a little bit more, so you could just skip all that. And again, Xyphles made that look easy. That's a really tough trick to get down.
Yeah, you've got to get the timing right on the spin, otherwise you just don't get it.
Here's another small thing, just clipping through the bottom of the red sage hut. Here's another cutscene skip. It's a little different from blue sage. Ooh, is G3 missing a boulder skip? Yeah, with red sage, this cutscene skip, red sage cutscene skip, you pause buffer and then hit the button and then quickly die, and that completely skips the cutscene. There's no like bubble around the cutscene trigger. It's just you can just completely skip it. You'll see it at the end of the game with Citadel, but yeah, a nice little thing. That skips like over like 2 minutes because this cutscene is also long.
Yeah, there's famously the bathroom break cutscene, because it used to be about an hour and a half into the run, and when we did watch it, it was very much a case of, cool, I've got enough time to nip to the shops, go put some dinner on, that kind of thing.
I get enough time to fix my sleep schedule. Spider Cave, the first level in Hub 3. Right away you'll see some CSGO gameplay. I'm shooting down the non-lurkers to get a cell and a couple of orbs. Yeah, every non-lurker, to my knowledge, takes 2 hits to kill. So you see a combo. Sometimes, like for a couple of them, like the first one over here, you saw Xyphles like kind of like multitasking, trying to hit like a couple at the same time. It's like a small optimization. Oh, and Xyphles. Okay, I thought that was worse than it actually was.
Yeah. Nice.
There's like one orb just chilling there. I like how like they're just some like random orbs like that. They're just like there.
Oh.
And the last 2 are over here.
Oh wow, those last 2 were pretty good.
Yeah. The G3 doing backwards cell himself here. bad cycle for Xyphles.
Yeah. He should still have enough, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, you got water hops.
Is that water hops?
Was
Damn,
it?
You can get that
Yeah.
here?
Mate, well, maybe he just caught right on the very edge of the platform. I gotta rewatch that.
That was really close.
Xyphles, using all of his bingo practice to do this cave without any lights. And yeah, here's where tapping X to get up is quicker. Nice. G3 got red sage cuts to get first try as well.
Nice. That threw me off because on the like game 16:9, like the fake one, the black bars don't show up when you skip a cutscene like that. Which that's like a visual cue to know that you skipped it. Normally, but since G3 is playing on this version on 16:9, the really good one, can't see it. Yeah, because what the game does is just what they did like back in the day was just cut out like I think 15% of the screen. So you just yeah, that's kind of why it looks like that. So I'm gonna be heading into the robot room.
Robot room's one of my favorite. It's like movement.
It's a nice like showcase of like not just horizontal movement, you know, like just pull, roll, jump, punch. You also have to like know like your vertical movement tech.
Yeah, like the route for it looks insane because you just go up and down all the levels to pick everything up.
Yeah. G3 going into non-workers himself. Oh, it's this robot again that we saw, that we tried killing Boggy. I mean, surely if we saw it now, we'll never see it again, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, because we killed all the drilling workers, right?
Yeah.
I say that, I don't think we kill any, I think we kill one.
Let's pull, sell. Now we're just gonna be going to like the top level, getting the orbs here. Nice cycle over here that Xyphles didn't get. It's really nice and cool. We just kind of have to wait here sometimes.
Yeah, it's nice to take a little break in between watching all the cutscenes that we watch. And
You're
that
like,
orb there.
orb. Yeah.
Jeez. If you go off the poles, like to the right or left, you do not get enough height for the top orb there. You have to jump up to get it. And it's just pain. G3's had an alright cycle.
It's actually what G3 and Xyphles did there. Like you saw them just like kind of like high jump and then shoot like a random yellow eco shot. That's actually to hit a crystal. It's a really nice little time save over there. Now here's one of the most annoying parts of the run Xyphles is doing right now.
Yeah. I was gonna say, speaking of time saves, this is...
Yeah, this is a big one. Xyphles make quick work of it, making it actually look really easy when you have to carry this eco all the way over here, which normally you'd have a yellow eco with the snowy yellow eco switch. This would be easy, but we want to do snowy after Spider Cave, which saves a lot of time in the route.
Yeah.
So we result to doing that, just carrying the 3 yellow eco things. from that cave into the spider's nest. You have to agree with you, Sonic. That was a really good 1,359th orb from G squared.
G squared. Well, why is it G squared and not G cubed now? I did hear something about that earlier, but I missed it.
My headcanon is that he's waiting to, you know, like go Super Saiyan and then G cubed. You gotta unlock the DLC. Yeah, Xyphles was just doing another quad jump there. Now we're getting out of Spider Cave, and yeah, it's nice to see going into Snowy next.
E3 had barely enough eco for that shot. I think Xyphles is going up to Snowy at night, and I think G3 is going to be going into Snowy in the day, and Snowy in the day just looks amazing.
Yeah, there are time of day in this game. There's time of day, which is like, it's a good way of like sniffing out if anyone's cheating. But I mean, we've never had that situation. But
No.
But yeah,
Yet.
it's yeah. Yeah, it's just a nice like quality of life thing that Naughty Dog did.
Yeah, I think the cycle's about 40 minutes. I saw Barg earlier. He would know, I think.
Of course, Mike is waiting for orb hit him 1830. Very Mike thing to do, honestly.
Which one's 1830? That would probably be in the eco vent after the first roll jump in Citadel.
Ooh, Xyphles messing that up. Here's like a small skip you can do. You just kind of grab the ledge like that. There's like a million ways to do that. Xyphles showed off like 2 different ways you could do that. Messing up the first way, but yeah. You could do a roll jump, you could do a boosted uppercut, you could do an extended uppercut, you could do a single jump, you could do a double jump probably. You just like any way, there's probably a way to do it.
Yeah, you can just literally walk off the edge.
Yeah.
Or zoom walk.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh no, G3. Sorry, he's got... Oh no! Oh, he knows to pull back up. Okay, good.
I remember I used to actually just do that, like not even as a backup. I just do that every time. It's a nice little trick.
Yeah, speaking of nice tricks, Xyphles skips having to kill all of the lurkers just by standing on top of the shield guys battering ram. It forces them to jump off.
And we're doing the snowy time challenge thing here. This is what we would actually skip for what Xyphles did before that jump down to the switch. But it still saves time here because we could just, right after this, these 3 orbs, then Xyphles will die. Now this is like one of the biggest things of Snowy. You can actually go beyond the wall here, the invisible wall here that usually Flut is in. And you could just take Flut wherever now. I mean, you can't, only in the level. If you go too far out into let's say you want to go into Mountain Pass, there's a couple of triggers that if hit, it'll deload. It's a very complicated thing, but we'll kind of be like, okay, well, Flut is here, but Flut isn't in the data, and then the game just crashes.
Yeah.
Anywhere in Snowy is not as good.
Yeah, the game can only store 2 levels, and Flut's tied to Snowy. So if you unload Snowy, the game crashes. Who would ever miss 2 orbs here in those vents? Good job Xyphles got them all.
Yeah, I mean, They're pretty easy. I mean, surely no one can miss those.
No. No one did.
Yeah, it's like snowy. I mean, Flufflet in this level is like really nice. It like speeds it up by a whole lot. There's like so many like small things, like being able to go like really fast when you ground pound on the orbs, when you ground pound on the ice, and like just the movement speed in general.
Yeah, that ice pillar was so clean.
There's another small
G3.
thing. Ooh, G3, you're waiting for quad jump here.
Yeah, 200 out of 200. Nice to see.
Xyphles having time to control that? Okay, that's good.
Oh,
Oh, no,
he did so well.
Yeah, now over here, G3. Xyphles did before hit use the yellow eco, the last that he has, to hit the secret cell in Mountain Pass. I'm not sure the exact casual way to do it, but this is a way to do it.
I think that is the casual way of doing it. That's why you can shoot it from so far back.
Maybe.
Yeah, I just don't think you're supposed to get the what we call quad jump cell first.
The end of Snowy here, just expecting these orbs to sell and fly over here.
Yeah,
Remember, you need
Xyphles,
yellow eco for that. Oh.
yeah, no, it's nice to have a Flufflet to break lock boxes like that. Yeah, Xyphles on 1 life. Yeah, see, look how much better Snowy Mountain looks in the day.
True, I agree.
Yeah, he waited there. Xyphles waited a little bit to not die.
No, just the end of Flufflet here. I mean, Snowy. I keep on mixing up Snowy and Flufflet for some reason. No, that's the end of... Well, that's the end of the orbs. No, there's one more Scout Fly. And then another cool trick called Gondola Skip. This trick is skips, as the title implies, skips having to take the gondola down into Volcanic Crater. Hopefully Xyphles get the clean run over here.
Yeah, G3 got ledge grabless, just want to say. Oh no, Xyphles!
Oh no, oh, and it's all the way back here. Yeah, so...
Yeah. And honestly, I think it might be quicker getting the Flufflet again. Unless he's doing on foot. Oh.
You can do on foot on the skip as well.
Yeah.
That's a little different though. A little bit.
You're gonna go for it? You should go for it at least once, I reckon.
I mean, it's not that hard. Honestly, I learned one strat that made it so easy. You just hold the camera in and it makes it a lot easier. Because we gotta go out of bounds, kind of. Okay, it doesn't look like he's gonna go for it. That's fair. I mean, he is still ahead of G3 by a lot. Why waste it trying to go for Gondola Skip a million times, I guess?
Mr. R, so they're on 2 different day and night cycles because the day and night cycle's on a global timer. So if you've done like a practice run or you've had the game open for a little bit longer, even if you load a save or quit out to main menu, it stays the same, and it also goes like 10 times quicker on the main menu. So if you wait a little bit there before pausing, it changes the time of day. And yo, G3, nice out of bounds.
You're just doing something out of bounds. Yeah, this trick can be a little finicky sometimes.
Actually, we want power cells, not gems.
We got 4 of them. You want them?
What Birdbrain here is trying to say is, we may have a few power cells laying around, and we might be willing to part with them for 90 orbs each.
Where have I heard that before? Hey,
Oh, it does reset if you watch shift. I'm guessing that's because it needs nighttime for the cutscene, so it just sets it.
4 years of digging to figure that out.
Gordy, wouldn't it take less time if you dug too?
Oh, all right.
Xyphles
Here's a power cell.
hitting the miners' cells.
Who was it that got blown away by the bird brain and hothead realization?
Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell.
I mean, I don't know.
Like, bird brain's obvious because he says it, but the angry guy being a hothead, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really. I never actually thought about it like that. I mean, I think one time maybe when like at 10 p.m. I probably like realized that and forgot about it, but it's actually funny.
Oh, yeah, I got it this time.
Yeah, this last power cell animation. I mean, cutscene or bird brain. Just, I forgot his name, but
Cleaned us out. No more.
yeah, but he just talks instead of just gives you the sound, basically. Now we're gonna go straight to Oracle and then Lava Tube.
Seek the pure light, for within its flame the answers reside. You can
Yeah,
gain
G3 just trudging along.
by bringing 120 precursor orbs for each. You have obtained another power cell.
Nice, yellow switch skip. Which doesn't skip the yellow switch.
I mean, it's like Fire Canyon skip and Lava Tube skip. I mean, Lava Tube skip isn't possible, right? Like, we could just agree that it's not a thing.
Yeah, like, yeah.
There's that VOD from you like 7 years ago saying that.
Oh, I'm aware.
I know, obviously back then it wasn't possible, but it's still funny.
I could easily just change the title to like outdated, but I'm not gonna.
That's historical revision.
And anybody who does a history of this game always brings that video up and just like, can I use it? It's like, yeah, please.
All right. With these additional power cells, I should be able to supply the heat shield with enough power to stand up to this lava. But the shield still has a limit. It will now withstand temperatures up to 800 degrees, but no more. So keep an eye on your gauge. I don't want to think about
And
what those
one last,
temperatures
well,
would
not
do to
one
your
last,
silver.
one last unskippable cutscene with Kira here.
What?
She just wants to tell you how lava tubes is a thing, and points to volcanic crater. Xyphles pointed that out when during my race last night. That she just like points to volcanic crater, like, and then the Jax just like thumbs up.
We're counting on you.
Nice, 200 out of 200 for G3.
Lava tube is kind of funny. There's only 40 or 50 orbs, and it's just at the beginning, like only the first third of the level. The rest is just there's only like.
Ah, G3.
Oh no. I wish we could have showed off the side effects of getting Gondola Skip and having the bird. You can get Flat Flesh just be invisible. But yeah.
Are you gonna go for on foot? At least once? No.
I would go for it. Not to be selfish, but I would go for it.
You go for it at least once, yeah.
Yeah, show it off to the fans.
Yeah, so I mentioned this right at the very beginning that G3's having some weird issues with his camera stick, and I was right.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I think he's saying that's what made him fail gondola skip, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Because gondola skip, you like need a good camera. If it's screwed up, you can easily just mess it up.
Yeah.
So I just looked at G3's stream, see what pace he was on. I just see high school Josh. Both gamers are still gaming. Like Aslov pointed out, I think both are still on PB pace, which is good to see.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I love the Citadel route as well.
Very clever route. I also like the all flies and all orbs routes.
Yeah. I love the all flies route just because of the skip into what's it called? The launch pad room.
Yeah. Xyphles showing off one of the biggest skips in the game. Just you would pause buffer there and go into Citadel and do the same thing we did for Red Sage cutscene skip where we die, and it just takes you all the way up to the end.
Even in casual, you can do it because if you watch the cutscene and then if you just save and load, you will still end up there. Like, it's not any kind of shenanigans relating to the pause buffer.
Also, that skip only works on certain versions of the game.
Yeah.
There's a whole sheet for that. Yeah. Open goal is covered.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying a small death there. And roll jump frickery there.
It works on good versions of the game, but it works on PAL. Nice boosted from Xyphles. The reason he kind of jumped weirdly on the eco was to try and keep the platform there, because you just roll jump off of it and it makes it a little bit quicker.
Yeah. And by the way, like we just like kind of skipped over it, but
Xyphles forgot to do blue sage.
Oh no. How do we tell?
I was looking out for it as well.
I honestly didn't even notice.
I
mean, surely he'll realize at some point before he gets to the end of the game.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he'll definitely realize. You would hope.
Looks like he noticed in chat, so.
Oh,
I wonder
nice.
how you back that up. I mean, I guess that gives G3 a tiny bit of time.
Yeah, you have to get it after Yellow Sage, right? Sorry, Red Sage. The last one. I don't know which way around they are.
I don't even know any of them. I just know that they exist. I mean, we skip all the cutscenes because like the same thing we did for like LPC style cutscene skip, but yeah. I mean, at the very least, at least he missed orbs in Citadel, and he's still in the level. Not like he missed an orb in like Sandover or something.
Yeah. Don't go for it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Some nice cycles here. That's an interesting one.
Oh no, he missed the orb.
This is Bunny's room. You just gotta kill all the bunnies. You can skip these orbs and you're gonna come back. There's a strat where you go to that hallway and then come back, and it makes it a lot easier to kill the bunnies.
Yeah, they all kind of group up. Right.
Just kill them all like here.
Well,
nice.
gee, running really hot.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a big like time loss. Not the biggest, but it's still a little tough because now you gotta go all the way back here.
Yeah. And yeah, I was gonna say you want to make sure you don't pick up the yellow eco so you can punch.
Yeah, yellow eco does take your ability to punch. As we all know, that if you have the ability to shoot, you cannot punch. I wonder if like with I'm having to go back to
No, go left, go left, go left, go left.
no, I wonder if he might go up to get the checkpoint for top of Citadel and then go back down to get it. I wonder if you can even do that. If that's even feasible.
No.
Okay.
Because he's watched the cutscene, so there's no other way of getting that checkpoint unless he takes the lift up and then the lift down again. Right? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Like the checkpoint's
Yeah, I'm
in
just
the lift.
interested in how he's gonna do this. It's a bit of a predicament. This is better? Okay, Mike said this is better. I guess I trust Mike.
Oh, he just has to walk in. Okay. He does.
Oh, G3 crash? Oh, that's cool.
Did he miss a pause buffer?
I'm unsure. I think I've seen him crash like near there as well. I just wonder like if that's just like something that is just consistent with his copy or something.
I love the portal. Yeah, I was gonna say his copy is open goal, so
I know, but like maybe like there's like some scuffed like, you know, disc thing. I don't know. You know?
yeah.
I don't know if there could still be issues with your disc when copying the file.
Yeah, must be an issue from when he ripped it off.
Yeah, but at least now he's in Citadel.
Yeah, and yeah, he still can massively PB.
Yeah.
Yeah, G3's getting the got the eco without the platform, so he's got a nice roll jump in a minute.
And Xyphles going into the final boss. Oh look, it's the robot. Oh, I thought for sure that we killed it.
Yeah, like it was either encased in rock or the arm would sank back into the goop.
Maybe we can get the one frame. I can even try and go for it. Oh, he's too. Yeah, okay, yeah, he was too. You can be too fast there actually when going on the jump pad.
Yeah, nice roll jump from G3. always thought that this boss fight's so anticlimactic.
I mean, that's certainly an opinion. Oh, that's a nice open goal visual bug. I think that was introduced in this version, in this new update. No 1 frames. I think Xyphles should just reset, honestly. What's a PB or any run without any 1 frame? Yeah, for those who don't know what a 1 frame is, you can do the spin animation in midair if you press it exactly 15 frames after you jump on a jump pad, and that reduces the amount of height you get from a jump pad. And that's also nice in Final Boss because you can kind of like make phases go by a little bit faster. But yeah, Xyphles coming to the end here.
It does exist. They must not be allowed to get it. White Eagle. That could be the stuff to change me back. Or might stop that robot. Stay fuzzy. Save the world. Choices. Okay, fine. We'll save the world, but do it quickly before I change my mind.
Now let's see this Light Eco spawn.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to roll jump there.
Yeah,
nice,
GG. Xyphles. A 144, still really good for a tournament run.
Yeah, that's actually insane. Yo, GG Xyphles.
Yo.
Yo.
Oh man. Sub 140.
Oh, yes.
That was still good though.
Yeah, that was a great run, guy.
Thank you for the GGs, yo.
G3 coming to the end of Citadel himself.
Nice spawn.
Yeah, G3 is still on pace, on really good pace. He can still sub 150 actually, I think.
Yeah, I think he can.
Eddie Edwards is my favorite. I know Christopher Christensen.
No, it's got to be Morgan right at the end there.
True Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan is a true champion.
Definitely.
last one frame. Aw. Let's see G3 get a light fast white eco easily. Surely that's not a pass throw.
They must not be allowed to get it.
No, no, definitely not.
White ego. That could be the stuff that chained me back. Or might stop that robot. Stay fuzzy. Save the world. Choices. Okay, fine. We'll save the world, but do it quickly before I change my mind.
Yeah, G3's on fat PB pace. Surely a sub 150 pace, as long as he doesn't.
Don't crash G3. Don't do
As
it.
long as the light deco spawns and he gets
Guy.
it. GG.
Big GG's G3.
The big money. I think that deserves a triple G. All right, G3. How do you feel after?
Well, I purposely tried to lose so I could win that prediction. So I got that part right. I could have won if I wanted to, but
that's the real win.
I wanted the prediction.
Surely that's the reason.
Yeah, it
And
is.
you planned that all the way back in FJ, did you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I never actually wanted to win this race. I could have if I wanted to, like I said, but I didn't really feel like it.
Nice.
Talent for channeling eco. Samos, you may have been right about
Thank you, Bart, for the hard lock.
A hard lock happened? Wait, huh?
Yeah, what actually happened?
That's the second time I've seen that happen. Just after it tries to load, after that cutscene skip, it just crashes the game. It's not even a hard lock, my game just crashes. Like, it just exits out.
Where is it?
So, I don't know what happens there.
It's after Green Sage cutscene skip. And Citadel.
No, after Kira.
Oh, after Kira one, okay.
Yep.
Kira. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's whack.
I did, in reality, I did what I had to do to try to win, but Xyphles was a little too good. I needed to play really well, which I did. I just needed you to play really bad, but you didn't. So, oh well.
I was close at the end there. I started fumbling.
Yeah, wait, what? I kept seeing you going back into Citadel.
I forgot to do the room behind the like second.
Sage. Yeah.
Sage.
Yeah.
Oh, Scoutfly. That's funny.
Yeah, that scout fly and those orbs. I forgot, and then I tried to grab the elevator like checkpoint and go back, but
oh,
didn't work out.
Well, you had plenty of time.
Oh, G3, race time. Remember to finish there.
Oh yeah, whoops. Forgot that that's a thing.
Oh yeah, I said it in chat, but the auto splitter like reset the -15, so my time is actually like a 1:44:36 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, I got 1:49:25. I'm guessing you can't change it on race time. You can't like edit.
So no, I'm not sure though.
Oh.
Well, I mean, either way, absolutely amazing race. Like,
yeah, it was technically a double PB because my PB's on PS2.
Oh
wow! So you still got the
yeah.
PB.
True.
Technically PB by
Nice.
like 10 seconds or something after all that.
Nice.
Double PB.
The only thing I'm really upset about is not getting that like snowy gold. That was so good. Snowy went crazy.
Yeah. LPC as well for you was insane.
Yeah, there was like nothing that went
Yeah, I
wrong in
needed you
either.
to not do that.
Those were the two biggest ones I was afraid of, and those were just two golds pretty much.
Alright. I'll let the best cutscene of the game play out, and then I think we've got another match tonight, right? We've got Mike. Oh yes, Mike versus Seren.
Yeah, Mike
wonderful
versus...
organizer.
Yeah, I
Mike.
wonder if they made the script in his favor. But before that, we also got.
Do you not have a copy of it, Ben? Aren't you commentating?
Yeah, I'm commentating that one.
Yeah, I thought the commentators had a copy of the script as well. I mean, I got a copy for this race.
For sure, yeah, I'll get mine soon.
But that is not for another 4.5 hours.
Yeah, in between that, we got a couple of 70-star matches.
Yeah, I think in like 15 minutes. I think I've got the schedule in front of me. We've got Cryptic versus Chi Leech for 70-star in SM64.
Yeah, should be a fun one.
Wow! What is it?
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, your reward for 100% in this game is go to the title screen.
Yep, and the giant flashing light. Just blind light, that's it.
Yeah, I think that is it for us. GG's to both of you again, G3 and Xyphles. Great round.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think we can go into the waiting room for the next match, 70-star.
Let's go.